In the hills outside Medellín, a young boy watched his father walk away for the last time. He grew up poor in a country where the gap between rich and poor was measured in centuries. By his teens, Pablo Escobar was stealing gravestones, sanding them down, and reselling them. He discovered that death was profitable, but life could be bought and sold for so much more. The United States had an endless appetite for cocaine, and Colombia sat perfectly in the middle. Escobar started small, smuggling inside suitcases, inside tires, inside the bellies of the dead. But he dreamed bigger than any smuggler before him. He built the first labs deep in the jungle where the cocaine river began. The powder flowed north, while the money flowed back, more than anyone could count. At his peak, Escobar was shipping 15 tons of cocaine every single day. He made $50 million a day, and he spent it like water. He built housing for the poor and soccer fields for the children, and they called him a saint. But the money bought politicians, and the politicians bought judges, and the judges bought silence. When one justice minister tried to stop him, Escobar made him disappear. The government signed an extradition treaty, and Escobar realized he could be sent to America. So he made an offer they couldn't refuse. He would build them a prison of his own design. It had a soccer field, a bar, a waterfall, and a view of the entire valley. From his golden cage, he continued running the business exactly as before. But the government grew tired of the humiliation and decided to move him to a real prison. Escobar walked out the front gate and vanished into the mountains he knew better than anyone. Now he was a fugitive, hunted by the very country he once owned. The hunt lasted 16 months, and it cost thousands of lives. Escobar's enemies formed a shadow alliance with his rivals and his government. They called themselves Los Pepes, and they hunted his people one by one. On December 2, 1993, a radio intercept caught his location. He was in a modest house in a middle-class neighborhood celebrating his 44th birthday. The special forces surrounded the block and waited for the order. Escobar tried to run across the rooftops, just as he had as a boy stealing gravestones. There was nowhere left to run. The shots echoed across the city that had once worshipped him. His body lay on the tiles, and an empire died with him. But the river of cocaine he built kept flowing, because rivers don't stop when the rain ends.